Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will give an update on my portfolio and show you all of my positions. Well, there's been a lot of changes in my positions. A lot less positions are now in my portfolio because the expiration date passed for some of the covered calls. So let me talk about that in this video. But first, let's go over my portfolio value. Right now, my portfolio is worth $174,052.18. In the past year, I am up $54,118.34. Year to date for the year 2025, I am up $15,928.71. And it says for today, I'm up $167.90. But the biggest news is actually all of the covered calls that are now no longer in my portfolio. As you can see, for my positions, my options, I only have the SoFi $25 covered call that I'm selling. So I'm selling those. And then I'm also selling AMD $175 covered calls. But as you can see, there's nothing else. Those are the only two. Now, for these positions, the SoFi $25 covered calls, these expire on the 29th of this month. So August 29th. My total return is $4,032. And for the AMD $175 covered calls, these expire on September 12th. And my return for this is $141 so far. For my stocks, I have 6,400 shares of SoFi. SoFi is at $23.76. My average cost, $5.70. My return, $115,593.41. And then I have 300 shares of AMD. AMD is at $177.60. My average cost, $176.78. My return, $247.50. And then I have less than a share of Amazon. This is just the free credits that I got from people signing up using my link. But I'm probably going to get rid of it soon. I don't find a need to hold on to, 0.04 of a share. So I think I'll sell this off soon just to even out my positions. Oh yeah, and then for cryptocurrencies, I have Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and Avalanche. These are just free ones that I got from, I believe it was the New Year's event at the end of last year. So I'm holding on to those for now. Oh, and you can't see it here because, Robinhood doesn't show the event contracts on the web. But I do have a bet going on right now. I bet on Bitcoin staying below 125,000 before the end of the month. So if it goes above that, then I lose some money. It has gone pretty close. It was at 124,000 a couple days ago. So if it stays below 125, I'll make a little bit of profit. Other than that, that's pretty much it for my portfolio. Oh yeah, so the ones that got called away. So one of them is Amazon. I had 300 shares of Amazon and I was doing covered calls on them. I was doing the $230 covered call. And as you can see, I got an Amazon $230 call assignment for 3 contracts. The price at expiration was very close. It was at $231.03. So $231.03. So very, very close to the strike price, but it was above it. And let's see. Credit for that, $68,999.95. I think I made a little bit of profit from that. What else was there? There was, hold on, Google. So Google, this was way above the strike price I chose. I chose strike price of 190. Google, as you can see, is above 200 right now, $203.95. What did I have? Hold on. Google $190 call assignment. So as you can see, Google, $190 call assignment, contracts 2. The price at expiration was $203.90, so well above $190. I got a credit of $37,999.97. But that was completed on the 15th as well. Let's see here. I think, what else was there? Completely forgot. I know I had other positions. So there was Amazon. I don't think I had Disney anymore. I think those got called away, and I did not buy any back. Delta Airlines, that's right. So Delta Airlines, I had covered calls on these. These are at $60.20. If we scroll down here to the history, there we go. So Delta Airlines, $57.50 call assignment. This also expired on the 15th, and the price at expiration was $60.24. I had 5 contracts for those. So that was above the strike price as well at expiration. It shot up like quite a bit recently. As you can see, for most of the time, it stayed below $57.50, the strike price. But then within the past couple weeks, it shot up to above my strike price. So those got called away. Honestly, I might do it again. I might buy Delta Airlines again and do covered calls on them again. We'll see. But that's what happened. So things are okay now. I'm at 174K. Could be higher if I didn't lose so much money from my prediction market bets. But it is what it is. Anyways, I don't know. I don't feel strongly either way about this. It's like some people think that it's a shame that I'm not beating the year-to-date returns of the S&P. I'm only at 10% up, 10.07. What is the return of the S&P? Hold on. What's the return of SPY this year? 9.13. Oh, so I am beating it. Okay, so I am beating it very slightly by like 1%. The returns of the S&P so far this year, but it could have been higher if I had not lost so much money on my prediction market bets. But hopefully my bet on the price of Bitcoin will turn around, but we'll see. Who knows? Maybe in the next couple weeks it will shoot back up to 125K and behind, but that's the bet I made, that it'll stay below that. We'll see what happens. Anyways, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me go over my portfolio. I've actually not been focused on this channel so much. I've been making a lot of videos on my gaming channel for Uma Musume. It's like a anime horse girl racing game. It's pretty addicting, so I've been focusing a lot on making videos for that channel. But I just wanted to give you guys an update on how my portfolio is going, just so you guys could know. But it's very simple now. Only 2 positions really. So yeah, I just have SoFi and AMD in my portfolio now. Amazon doesn't count because it's like 0.04% of a share, so that doesn't count. And then these currencies for the cryptocurrencies, these are just freebies that I got from last year. So really, it's just SoFi and AMD right now. Oh, I forgot to talk about my margin. So as you can see here, it says that I have $142,691.92 in buying power. And that's because the amount of margin that I'm using has it's greatly decreased because a lot of positions got called away. So now, as you can see, my margin used, it's only $30,924.35. So very little margin used. I mean, that's all relative, right? Because some people might look at this and think, oh my goodness, $30,000 of margin? That's crazy. That's a high amount. But for me, historically, 30,000 of margin, that's very low, actually. Usually I have much higher margin usage than 30,000. But for now, it's gone down quite a lot to just $30,000 of margin use right now. So yeah, that's basically what's going on with my portfolio. I've gotten some comments historically on my channel saying that, oh, you know, the portfolio value shown here, that's not the real portfolio value because you're using such and such value of margin. But I think maybe I might let my AMD covered calls get called away, just to show you guys what my portfolio looks like when I'm using no margin. So if I'm using zero margin, then there's no argument to be made of what my real portfolio value is anymore. Because even if you factor in the margin, it's still $173,000. Like, that is what my real portfolio value is. I think people misunderstand how margin works. They think that if you use like 170, if I have $174,000 shown in my portfolio, but I show that I'm using $174,000 of margin, that means my portfolio value is actually a 0 or something. That's not how margin works. But I think maybe I've tried explaining this to people, but they still don't get it. So I think maybe I'll let my AMD covered calls expire and get called away so that I will have zero margin used. Then I can show you guys what my portfolio value is with no margin used. That way there'll be no more argument about that. So that's my plan, but these expire on the 12th of next month. That's about a month away, so still some time left before I can do that. But for now, I'm just going to keep things simple. SoFi and AMD, that's it. I'm just going to keep my portfolio that simple, just those two positions, and we go from there. I don't feel like the need right now. I don't feel the need to get into anything right now, especially because I am setting aside some money to spend on my, event contracts for the prediction markets. So I don't feel a need to get into anything right now other than these two. So let's leave it at that. All right, so that's it for my portfolio update. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me go over my portfolio. If you guys like this type of content, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll keep on making more of these videos. I don't make them as often as I used to anymore. I think one time I was uploading like at least once a day, sometimes more than once a day, because I do portfolio updates and then I make a video about another thing. So activity has gone down slightly a bit on this channel, but I'm still doing it. I'm still making my updates so that you guys can stay up to date on what my portfolio is like. All right, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.